because you're going to be in front of several employers like all the Marriott, 3 or 4 different security companies, Kmart, Target, all kinds of different places, all kinds in schools and institutions.
At this time, amen, it is a tremendous honor and privilege and pleasure to introduce this man, and not only this man, but this man of God. It is a privilege to have in the city of Riviera Beach, Florida, not just a man, not just a mayor, but a man of God. He's the pastor of the New Macedonia Baptist Church. He's also our mayor, and I've been around the country, been in 33 countries, been around America, and this is one of the only mayors that I know of that's really working to put people back to work. And I think you missed another good place to give God a clap for. And I'm not going off on anybody else, any other mayors, but this mayor is a people's mayor. He's concerned about the people, and he's holding these job fairs and bringing people that have jobs to people that need jobs. And that's a beautiful correlation. And I think today, as we get ready to bring him before you, we stand around the country for the Secretary General of the United Nations. When the President comes into a room, we stand up. I want you to stand today as I present to some and introduce to others. Would you stand with me as we receive the People's Mayor, my friend, Bishop and Mayor Thomas Masters. Come on, give the Lord a hand as he comes. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Is it on? Checking. Okay, now let's give the Lord a hand of praise. But it's not about any of us. I need your prayers. I'm suffering a little bit physically. I have a kidney stone that haven't passed yet, and I'm really supposed to be off my feet and drink the water and the meds and let it pass, but it hasn't. So we just want you to say a special prayer for me that while I'm in somewhat pain, that God will take care of the rest. But if you never had a kidney stone, you never want one. You don't want to wish that on to get into okay. What's important as far as job opportunities and getting a job. And there's several people that go to job fairs. There's several people who are interviewed time and time and don't get a job. So we want to kind of cut through all of that and give you the tools first, that when you have your next interview before an employer, it will be a tremendous improvement on the last one. Some people can get an interview and get a job like that. I mean, just like that, trust me. And some have problems. So we want to kind of go through those problems, eliminate them, prepare you for that first interview the next time. And that way you will just job opportunity to be employed. And what's important is that you understand, I don't have the power, I wish I did, or the authority to make anybody hire anybody. I can't do that. I can't take a gun to somebody and say, hire this guy, hire. I don't have that authority. You have to sell yourself. So what I do as the mayor is I use the office of the mayor to say to employers, okay, you do business in the city of Riviera Beach or close by, I expect for you to hire people from this city. I expect for you to hire people from West Palm, from any of the surrounding communities. I use the office of the mayor to say, you know, I'm there for you, now I need you to be here for us. So this is not just a job fair for Riviera Beach. This is a job fair for the entire county, so it doesn't matter where you live. It's just important to know that your opportunity, that you have to sell yourself. So that's why it's important that you listen to us, because things change. The things that got you a job 2 years ago may not work today. You know, it's a day and age of technology, and it's just something.
Wingate family, and my family has been knowing the mayor for quite some time now, or actually every elected official in Riviera Beach, when we all grew up here. just want to say it's a great thing he's doing, giving the opportunity for all the local residents to seek employment who have gone out and tried to seek it on their own and haven't been successful, and how he's bringing all these companies in locally and of the surrounding cities to
and there's just some things you just got to know, residents. And some things you got to have, like a resume. So we're going to go through it step by step in order that you can be ready. Be ready, because you're going to be in front of several employers like all the Marriotts, 3 or 4 different security companies, Kmart, Target, all kinds of different places, in schools, institutions will also be recruiting students, because some of you need to sharpen up some skills that you may have. And it's not like it used to be that you got to go 4 years in order to get a good job. You go 3 months now and be job ready. Maybe in nursing, maybe in security. We've gotten several people jobs in security who just went a few days, and they're working on the next day. Took a girl out there, and they gave her a uniform the same day. So we want you to pay attention as we after that go along. You know, you want to get your foot in the door first. Sometimes you have to just take what you can get and move on, even with the rate of pay. If they ask you how much you want, if you say $14 an hour, it may be a $10 an hour job. But how many of you know sometimes you got to start at 10 to get to 14? So you don't want to cut yourself short. You want to be flexible, and especially with the Marriotts. If you limit yourself to certain days and hours, you're going to have opportunity to be interviewed by 3 Marriott corporations. They hire some of everybody. But they need people in the kitchen, they need people on the doors, they need people at the desk, they need people, housekeeper. They have several positions. They don't even call them housekeeper, they call them something else. And all you do is take a little something, dust and do something like that, and that's it. You know, they're not making up the beds and all. It's like putting the soap in the rooms and putting the napkins in and dusting or something. That's it. That's not the maid job. So they got all kinds of stuff. They have jobs for people working in their little, like I call it, canteen area, where they serve different stuff, and they have people serving people on their beach. So you're going to have great opportunities. I just got a phone call from an employer who's going to be hiring ex-felons as well. They're going to be looking for 20 people. They'll be here. They're going to be looking for 20 people. They want to hire from the local area, so some from Riviera Beach and some from out of the city as well. And this is a new barbecue place that's coming into town. It's where the Sub King used to be on Broadway and right across from the bank. They're opening up August the 1st. So you definitely want to see them if you have a felony and you've had trouble getting a job. And she promised me, she said, Mayor, I had trouble in my life 20 years ago, but I overcame that. I'm on God bless me, never turned around again, and now I'm an owner. And it's called Big Daddy something barbecue, but it's supposed to be real good. I think they located in Okeechobee now somewhere, but they're moving into our city, and they're going to hire because people from the area, from the local area, Riviera Beach and other surrounding communities. So they're excited about giving you an opportunity. So just want to quickly tell you that stuff before I forget. Come on, let's give the Lord a hand of praise. Now I'm going to ask you to take your praise up a little bit higher. Let's really give him a hand of praise. You have to be excited. And just like Marian says, you have to believe. I want to digress, which means get off point for a minute. How important it is, it can be called affirmations, it can be faith, prayer, whatever you want to call it, it works. You have to believe in God and yourself. And your name is on, I don't care if you've been turned down 10 times. The 11th time may be just for you. But you got to believe it, you got to say it, you got to be sure, you got to be positive, you got to feel good, you got to go in there with your shoulders back, with your head up, with a smile on your face, knowing that God is going to make a way for you. As my grandma used to say, the Lord will make a way out of no way. I almost started singing, but that's what Jesus said, the Lord will make a way like a ship